Good morning. Hello. I'm Ambergo from Pure Yoga Hong Kong. I teach at Sunwheel Plaza in Causeway Bay. I'm just tuning in early to check in with you guys before we start the class. Just let me know if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly. Just give me a maybe just type in something to tell me that you can hear me. Good morning, everyone. Just let me know if you can't hear me, yeah? Okay, so this is a relaxing stretch class. You will need, please prepare 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have a strap, find a small towel, that will work as well. Okay, if you just checked in, introduce myself again. I'm Ambergo from Pure Yoga Hong Kong. I'm very blessed and glad to be able to meet you guys virtually now that all the studios are closed in Hong Kong. So the online platform is the best thing or best way we can meet each other. It has been a stranger, hasn't it? Things have changed a lot. There were things that we were able to do, but we aren't able to do anymore. It's really a test for all of us. A lot of changes. There are a lot of changes in our lifestyle, our routine, our work, our communication, the way kids go to school. One of the things yoga teaches us is to be patient. Just have faith that things will go back to normal, and as long as everyone do their part and be socially responsible. And another thing that yoga teaches us is to be open-minded. So we always have challenges in our life. So we should embrace and welcome all challenges and learn to deal with them with an open mind. And also always be grateful for what we have. So now that due to this COVID-19, we get to spend more time with our loved ones. We spend more time for ourselves. We probably have more time to do a little bit of self-reflections. That's very important. Or probably set some goals for ourselves and think about the ways and the directions that we need to steer towards our goals. And also we must be thankful that we have technology that brings us all together. If it wasn't because of technology, we won't be able to do yoga online at all. So this week's topic is mental wellness. It's so relatable during this time of the year, isn't it? We tend to neglect our mental wellness as we get busy with our life. We don't take enough good care of ourselves. So this COVID-19 is probably a good reminder and a wake-up call for us. That being said, we should have always been taking good care of ourselves. Like for example, have enough sleep, have a balanced diet, do something that you like, stay active, have interactions more with people around you. The fact that you tune in to do yoga shows that you care for yourself, so acknowledge that. So if you just tune in, this is a relaxing stretch class. I'm Amber Go. Please prepare 2 blocks and a strap. So if you don't have a strap, grab a small towel. So for this class, what we're going to do is that we are going to start off with some reclining poses to open our hips. Reclining hip opening work is more accessible for us, yeah? Then we will move a little bit to warm up our joints and our body. We'll do a little bit of chest opening work with, and then some shoulders work as well. And then second half of the class will be mostly on hip work. Chest opening is crucial in backbending, but we're not doing that today. But I always see chest opening as a way to open our heart channel. It helps to bring happiness. It reminds me to be brave and to open my arms to uncertainties and learn to respond to them as opposed to reacting to them. While hip work helps to relieve our spine, when our hips are stabilized, it gives space to our spine and sacrum. And there is a saying where if you have a happy spine and a sacrum, you have a happy life. Well, from yogic perspective, hips are the storage grounds for our negative emotions and feelings. So when we relax or release tension in our hips, it helps to create freedom and space for our body and mind emotionally and spiritually. Okay, we still have about a minute to go. So just get yourself ready with the props, 2 blocks and a strap, like I said. It's a relaxing stretch class. Okay. Just seeing the comments coming in. Hello everyone. Hi Sarah, Maggie, Deanne, Cindy, Carmen, Teen, Wing, Jen, Winnie, Johnny, Betty, Peter. Hi Ringo. Sorry I can't say hi to everyone. Hi Yingfan. Thank you all for tuning in. All right. Okay, find yourself a comfortable seat. If you don't, now when we sit, we want to have our front hips higher than the knees. So if you can't have the knees down, just sit on a block so that you can relax your spine, let your lumbar to have more space. All right, rest your hands on the knees, sit up tall, and close your eyes. Find a connection from your sacrum, your sitting bones, to the earth. Feel the support of the earth. Make your sitting bones heavy and lengthen your spine up from your sacrum up toward the crown of your head. Be aware of your lower back. Don't dump your lower back down. Instead, make your waistline full and soften the ribs down. Extend the spine upward. Go inside to your breath now. Deep inhale and slow exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Welcome all parts of your body and yourself to the mat now. Welcome your body, your feelings, and your spirit. Welcome the world as it is. And be open-minded and let things present themselves the way they are. Experience it all. That's when learning and clarity come to us. That's when healing comes. And we take that healing to everything we do, everywhere we go. With that, fold your palms together in front of your heart center. Let's begin our class with the sound of Om. You're welcome to join me. Inhale deeply. Namaste. Release your hands down, lift the chin up, and open your eyes. Welcome everyone again. All right, lie down on your back. Okay, bring your feet together and then extend your arms upward above your head. Cross your thumbs. And extend the heels away from the sitting bones. Extend your arms up away from the crown of the head. And then lengthen the tailbone down, soften the ribs down, stretch the entire torso. Stretch. Spread the toes. Press the thighs down. Exhale, release. Change the cross of your thumbs. Inhale, extend the heels, extend the arms, stretch your finger pads, stretch the toes, lengthen the tailbone down, soften the ribs down. Stretch and stretch and stretch, and then exhale, relax. Okay, bend your right leg, and then interlace your fingers in front of the right shin. Draw the right knee toward your chest. Press the left thigh down to the floor. Extend the inseam of the left leg from the inner groin toward the inner left heel toward the front of your mat. And then pull the right thigh out to the right side of your torso and bring the right knee toward the right armpit. Stretch. And push the left hip down, push the right hip down to the floor and breathe. Soften the ribs down, soften the shoulders down. And then release, straighten the right leg up to the sky. Supta Padangusthasana 1. So interlace your hands, place your palms behind the right thigh or the right knee. Press the thigh against the palms. Rotate the right thigh out gently. Extend the right heel up to the sky. As you do that, you want to rotate the left thigh in gently. And then extend both legs away from the sitting bone. Stretch. You can slide the hands a little bit higher toward the ankle direction. Then pull the right leg toward your chest. Feel the stretch at the back of the hamstrings and your calf. And then exhale, release. Change legs. Bend the left leg. Draw the left knee toward your chest. Interlacing your fingers in front of the left shin. Press the right thigh down to the floor. Extend the inseam of the right leg toward the right inner heel. Push the left thigh out. Pull the left knee toward the left armpit. Lower the left hip down. So you sort of like lengthening the side of the left sitting bone away from the torso. Okay, straightening the left leg up to the sky now. Spread the toes. You want to press all four corners of the left foot toward the sky. And then press the thigh towards the palms and then the bottom thigh, your right thigh, toward the floor. Activate all parts of your legs. Slide the hands higher if you can. Feel the stretch at the back of the hamstring and your calves. Okay, exhale, release. Okay, bend the left leg. Half happy baby pose on the right leg. So flex the right foot, catch the outer right foot with your right hand. Rotate the right thigh out, push the right knee down to the floor outside the right torso. Stretch. Feel the opening sensation on the right inner thigh. And then slowly bring the right ankle on top of the left knee. Thread the needle pose, Suchirandasana. Thread the right arm through both legs, interlacing the fingers in front of the left knee. Then, anchor the sitting bones down to the floor, push the right thigh away, and pull the left knee toward your chest. Flex both feet, pull the thighs away from each other. Stretch there, feel the stretch on the outer hip. Soften the shoulders down. Don't tense the upper body. Then slowly release, left foot down to the floor. Use your right hand to catch the inner right heel. Come into Supta Padangusthasana 2. Now lift the hips up one if it helps. Extend the right leg out to the side, straightening the right leg. Then bring the right foot down to the floor. Lower the hips down to the floor. So if the right leg can come down to the floor easily, straighten the left leg. So stretch the inner legs away from the groin, out toward the heels. If you can, point the right toes down to the floor. Turn your head and look over at the left shoulder. Roll the belly toward the left side. And then slowly release. Place the right foot down, half happy baby pose on the left leg. Rotate the left thigh up, pushing the left knee down toward the floor. So you want to also engage the inner left foot here. So press the inner left foot toward the sky. Stretch and breathe. And then slowly, Suchirandasana, eye of the needle pose. Thread the left arm through both legs, interlacing the fingers in front of the right shin. Flex both feet. Use your left arm to push the left thigh away while you pull the right knee toward your chest. Have your sacrum anchored down to the floor. Pull the thighs away from each other. Feel whether pulling the thighs away from each other helps to deepen your stretch on the hips. Then slowly lower the right foot down to the floor. Left hand catch the left inner heel. Lift the hips up. Extend the left leg out. Straightening the left leg. If you can, straightening the right leg. Look over at the right shoulder. Roll the belly to the right. Breathe. Then slowly release. Hug both knees in toward your chest. And then slowly rock up and come into all fours. So just place your hands and the knees on the floor. So you want the hands to be under your shoulders and the knees slightly away from the hips so that you have more room for your spine. Move your spine a little. Inhale, melt the heart down to the floor, lifting up the chest, lifting up the chin, widen the collarbones, lifting the sitting bones high. Exhale, coil the tailbone under, round your back, bring your chin in toward your chest, push your hands and the knees away. Inhale, arch spine, upward look up. Exhale, curl in, coil in. Inhale, arch, upward look up. Exhale, round your back. Two more. Inhale, arch, upward. Really widen the collarbone, squeeze the shoulder blades at the back, send the sitting bones higher. Exhale, coil in, round your back. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to neutral spine. Now before you go into downward facing dog, do this action on the upper back first. Make the sides torso long by pulling the arm bones forward, and then melt the heart down to the floor so that you bring your shoulders sockets into the arm bones. Now send the sitting bones high, lift the chin up, squeeze the shoulder blades at the back together, tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the ground, shift the hips back toward the sky, push your hands away from the ground. Then bring your chin in toward your chest. So you work on your upper back first. Rotate the thighs internally. Send the sitting thigh bones into the sitting bones. Send the hip bones back up towards the sky. Make your waistline fall a little. Straighten the legs. Feel the stretch on the hamstrings by pulling the pubic bones back. And then see whether you can lower the heels down to the floor. If the heels come down, it's fine. Feel the stretch. Lengthen the spine. Create space in your body. Okay, we're going to go into a side stretch. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, sway your hips over toward the right side. So you come onto the outer edge of the right foot and the inner edge of your left foot. Send the sitting bones high toward the sky to the right. Then lift the left armpit up. Feel the stretch on the left side of your torso. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, sway over toward the other side. So you send the sitting bones high toward the sky, toward the left side. Bring the right armpit off the ground. Lift and sway. Inhale, come back to center, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up from the sides to the sky. Exhale, hands in front of your chest in Namaste. Release the hands down. You may need blocks, yeah? Bring 2 blocks in front of you just in case you need them. Half sun salutations. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, open the arms out to the side, send the sitting bones back. Fold forward, turn inside. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, stretch your arms up from the sides of your body, reach up. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra, release the hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, turn inside, look inside. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, hands in Namaste, release the hands down. One more like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, look inside. Inhale, halfway, look up. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, hands in Namaste, release the hands down. Bring your feet together, or you can separate the feet. Reach your arms up to the sky, inhale. Use your right hand to catch the left wrist. Exhale, sway your body over toward the right side. Push your hips to the left. Bring the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Pull the left hips back. Stretch. From there, turn the breastbone down to the floor once. Use your right hand to pull the left arm even longer. And then as you inhale, turn the chest, breastbone back to the front and stretch more. Firm the legs. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch the grip of the hands. Lengthen the spine, inhaling. Exhale, sway toward your left side, shifting the hips to the right. Keep the legs firm. Bring the left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Lengthen the chin and stretch. Inhaling, turn the breastbone down to the floor. Exhale here. Use your left hand to pull the right arm longer and then turn your breastbone to the front again. Stretch more. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands down. So hope that your blood circulation is working. Okay, interlace your fingers at the back. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, stretch your arms back. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chin, lift the chest. And then exhale, bend the knees gently and fold forward from there. Go for a shoulder stretch there. You can straighten the legs, push the thighs back, keep the legs firm. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, stand back up. And then exhale, change the grip of the hands. Use a non-dominant claps this time. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Straighten the arms up, lift the chin, lift the chest. And then exhale, fold forward from there. Open the shoulder heads, feel the shoulder blades squeezing toward each other. Relax the neck. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And then exhale, release the hands. Okay, inhale, bring the arms up to the sky, reach up. Exhale, open the arms out to the sides and fold forward. Inhale, look up. Bend the knees, step the left foot back, place the left knee down to the floor. Now you can use 2 blocks and place it on either side of the right foot. Now inhale, shift your hips forward, look forward. Anjaneya with the feet, with the hands down to the floor. And then exhale, straighten the right leg, half splits, half Hanumanasana. Flex the right foot. Inhale, shift your hips forward, lengthen spine. Squeeze the left butt cheek there, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten the right leg, flexing the right foot, pushing the right hip bone back. Inhale, shift forward, look up. Exhale, shift the hips back. Now lift the chin up, lift the chest up so that you work more on the hamstring. You are not hinging your spine. And then inhale, shift forward again. Raise the arms up to the sky. Use your right hand to catch the left wrist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sway your body over toward the right side. Inhale, come back to center. Release the hands, reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, pull the arms back behind the ears. Curl the chest up. Look up to the sky. And then exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Step the left foot forward and fold forward. Inhale, look up. Bend the knees. Exhale, step the right foot back. Place the right knee down to the floor. Same thing. Inhale, shift the hips forward. Low lunge with the hands down to the floor. Look up. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Flex the left foot. Inhale, shift forward. Squeeze the right butt cheek there. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, forward. Exhale, straighten. Keep the spine really long. Push the left hip bone back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale here. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Now use your right hand to catch the left wrist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sway your body over toward the left side. So work on the psoas. Extend the psoas muscles and the hip flexor. Inhale, come back to center. Separate the hands. Reach your arms up. Pull the arms behind the ears. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the chest and then bend back a little. Good. Slowly bring the hands down to the floor. Step the right foot forward. Fold forward. Inhale, bring your hands by the sides of the hips. Roll the shoulders back and then stand back up. Okay, turn to the long side of your mat. Open the legs wide. We're going to come into Prasarita Paduttanasana. Okay, reach your arms up to the sky. And then exhale, fold forward. Place the hands on the floor in between the feet. If you can't, just use blocks. Place the hands on the blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Keep the legs firm. And then exhale, fold all the way down. Bring the top of the head toward the ground. If the head cannot come down to the floor, it's fine. But firm the legs, pull the shins in, so muscular tone on the shins, rotate the thighs in, widen the sitting bones, send the thigh bones in and back toward the hip sockets. Breathe. Press all 4 corners of the feet toward the ground. Inhale, come up halfway, and then exhale, interlace the fingers at the back. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe here. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Place the left hand down to the floor or to the block under the shoulder. Inhale, keep the spine long, lengthen. Exhale, turn your chest to the right side, bring the right arm up to the sky. Twist, then roll the left shoulder back away from the front part of your body. And then exhale here, bring the right hand down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine, send the sitting bones back. Exhale, turn the chest to the left side, bring the left arm up to the sky. Roll the right shoulder back and breathe. Good, slowly come back down. And then turn your feet to the front of the mat, turn your torso to the front of the mat. Step the top leg back, come into downward facing dog pose. You stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, shift your body forward, lower the knees down, lower the belly all the way down to the floor. So we're going to come into super cobra pose. It may not be common for some of you. Separate the feet at the back, about hip width distance apart. Stretch your hands forward and then bring your arms, hands out to the sides of the mat, maybe on the floor outside the mat. So your hands are like cupcake position. So you press the finger pads down to the floor. Lift the sides body long. Bring the elbows forward. Inhale. Push your hands down. Lift the chest up. Come up into super cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Then exhale, squeeze the butt. Lower the chest and chin down to the floor. Inhale, come up. Really lift from your lower belly all the way up toward your chest and chin. Exhale, come down. If it was easy for you, slide the hands down a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Now inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, point the left shoulder forward. Turn, twist toward the right side. Turn, twist toward your right side. Okay, look at the feet behind you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn, twist toward the left side. One more set. Inhale, up. Exhale, turn, twist to your right. Inhale, up. Exhale, turn, twist to your left. Inhale, come back. And then exhale, lower the body all the way down. Place the hands by the sides of the ribs. Normal cobra. Inhale, rise up. Should be easier now, okay? Roll the shoulders back, lift the front ribs forward, lift the chin up, open your throat. Then exhale, push back up onto your knees, come into like a cat and cow position, all fours. So what we're going to do next is Anahatasana, mountain heart pose. So option 1, you can come into 8 limbs pose instead. So you shift your shoulders forward, bring your chest and chin down to the floor, palms down by the sides of your ribs. Option 2, you can use blocks. So place one block under your chest. Stretch your arms forward, another block to support your forehead. Another option is that you can come all the way down to the floor if you have the flexibility. So make the sides body long, melt the heart down and the chin down to the floor. Or just stay here for a couple of breaths. Focus on your breathing. Send the sitting bones high toward the sky. Lift the armpits off the ground. Melting your heart down. Like I said in the beginning of the class, open your chest. As a way to embrace all kinds of challenges with an open mind. Soften your neck. Lengthen the tailbone high up toward the sky. Then slowly come back up, walk the hands back. Go for a simple child's pose, Balasana. Open the knees out to the side, rest your forehead down to the ground. Just rest here for a bit. Okay, slowly come up. Now next one, we're going to come into broken wing pose, where we're going to stretch the shoulder heads a little. So lie down on the left side of your mat, on your belly. And then reach the right arm out to the side. You want the right arm and the right shoulder to be aligned. Okay, place the left palm down on the floor. You can rest your right ear on the block. Now turn your torso to the right side. Now for the top leg, your left leg, you can place it behind the right on the floor. Keep it bent. Or if you want, shift the hips over toward the right side more, bending both legs. So for the left hand, you can place it in front of the chest on the floor, or bring it behind you on the floor. If you are more flexible, if you want more, you can slide your left hand out so that you can clasp the left hand on top of the right palm. So the bottom palm is on the floor. Rotate the shoulders out and stretch. Stay here and breathe. So I can't see you because I'm turning away from the camera. Just feel the stretch here. This is also has got some spinal twists as well. Help to open our lower back while you open the shoulder heads. Just imagine you stay in front of the computer or your phone all the time, where you're always hunching forward. Your pec muscles, your shoulder muscles become so tight. You just open it up from time to time. Roll the shoulders out more. You want both upper arms to be actionally rotated. Slowly release and then turn back down. Okay, other side. Slide your body over toward the right side of your mat. Stretch the left arm out to the side. So you want the left arm and the left shoulder to be aligned. Turn over toward the right side. Like I said, you can use a block or not to rest your left ear on the floor. So for the right palm, you can place it on the floor in front of your chest, behind you. Stay here and breathe. Enjoy the stretch. Rotate the upper arms actionally. Feel the hips and the lower spine working as well. Feel that the clavicular, which means your collarbones, opening up away from each other. Rolling the top shoulder head back. And breathe. Now, if you are doing it at home, so self-adjustments is that you want to shift your hips over toward the left side more. Then lengthen the hips so you can lift the hips up once. Lengthen the hips down toward the back of the mat, away from the shoulders, so that you feel more on the shoulders. Okay, slowly come back. And then you're going to lie down, back down on the floor. We're going to come into half bow tie pose. So we work on the front of the shoulders. Now we're going to work on the outer of the arms, so the deltoid. Okay, lie down on your belly. You want to bring the right arm over toward the left side. Now, tuck the back toes under, lift the hips up to shift the shoulders and the body upward toward the top of the mat. Rest your forehead on the floor or on a block, so the right palm can be faced up toward the sky. Then bring the left shoulder down so that the left shoulder can press down against the right arm. Stay here. And for some of you, what you can do is that you can even bend the right leg into 90 degrees, like a frog position, half frog position, and turn your head to your right side. So you get a little bit of neck stretch as well. Stay here and breathe. Soften the belly down. Roll the right shoulder down, away from the head. Then slowly come back up and change sides. All right, thread the left arm through. I just need to make sure that I'm not making a lot of hissing sound with my microphone. Thread the right arm through. Lift the shoulders, lift the hips up a little bit. Rest your forehead down to the floor. Bring the right arm on top of the left shoulder. Same thing. You can bend the left leg to 90 degrees. Turn your head to your left side. Stay here and breathe. Alright, slowly come back up. You can slowly make your way into downward facing dog. Dog pose. I'll feel the blood flushing through the arms and the shoulders. From there, we will get into pigeon pose. Raise the right leg up to the sky and then step the right foot forward. So when you do your pigeon, I'm not a fan of putting a block under the bend leg side hip, because we always want to use our own effort to work on the hip square rather than relying on the props. So if you have a tighter hips, just try to bring the right shin diagonally 45 degrees from the top right corner of your mat. If you have more range of mobility, then bring the shin forward, align with the front of the mat. Okay, place the hands by the sides of the leg. Then tuck the back toes under so that you help to keep the hips engaged and the legs engaged. Roll the left thigh in. And then inhale, lift the chest up, curl the chest up. Then exhale, bend the elbows, fold forward once. Now repeat that for 2 more times. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale down. Inhale up. And then exhale down. Okay, I'm going to come down so that your elbows can come down to the floor. If your elbows are not down on the floor, it's fine. Place your palms down to the floor. What you want is that you want to keep the right foot flexed. So the right foot should be active. Now stay here. Stay here and enjoy the stretch on the hips. So you want to send the front of the right hip toward the back of the room while you push the left front hip forward and downward. So the reason why you flex the right foot is to protect the knee. You don't want the knee to be like jellyish. You don't want to do passive stretch all the time. You want to engage your muscle when you do the stretch, when you do some stretching, so that your work is more effective and productive, and it reduces the risk of getting injured. All right, slowly come back up. Swing the back leg forward. We're going to switch sides by just sitting down. Then swing the front leg back and then bring the hands down to the floor. So adjust your hips once again. Lift the hips up. So I like to tuck the back toes under, okay, so help to really work on my muscle. Lift the chest up, inhale, and then exhale, fold forward. 2 more like that. Inhale up. exhale down. One more inhale. And exhale. Elbows down, forearms down. Flex the left foot. Push the left hip back, and then push the right hip forward and downward. So both legs, both hips have to be engaged. So this pose works more on the bent leg side is the outer hip work that you're working on, and the straight leg side is the front thighs, the front hip that you're working on. It helps to, like I said, hip work helps to relieve the tension in the lower back. And when you fold forward, it has this therapeutic effect. It helps to boost or activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the downside of you. Sometimes you get too active. You need to cool down a little bit, calm down a little bit. All right, slowly swing the back leg forward and then shake the legs out. Okay, now we're going to come into Janu Shasana. So bend the left leg with a twist. So you might need to use a strap. So bend the left leg, bring the left heel toward the groin, and you want to be able to place a hand behind the heel and in front of the groin, and make sure that the foot is not under the right thigh. Okay, that's more important. Now click the toes, the front of the toes down to the floor to activate the bent leg as well. Now inhale, keep the right leg flexed, right foot flexed. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Exhale, catch the outer right foot with your left hand. Bring the right hand outside the right shin, chicken wing out the elbows to the side. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, push the thigh bones back into the hip sockets. And then exhale, fold forward with a twist. So bring the left heel toward the right shin. Stay here and breathe. So if you are not able to catch a foot, this is when you use a strap. Use your left hand to catch a strap, hook it around the arch of the foot, bring out the elbows, and then fold forward. Now don't just drop the head, you want to hinge from the hips. If that means you need to sit upright, you sit upright. And breathe. Soften the ribs down. It helps to activate your kidneys and your liver. Work on your digestive system with a massage in your internal organs. Slowly inhale, come back up, and then exhale, change sides. Okay, bend the right leg now. Click the toes down to the floor. Flex the foot, both feet actually. Turn toward the left side, bring the right arm up to the sky, catch your outer foot. Left hand place outside the left shin. And then lift the chest, lift the chin, inhale, exhale, turn over toward the left side, bringing the right ear toward the left shin. So you want to try to twist more, bringing the right lower back across toward the front of the body, across toward the left shoulder, open up the entire body. Breathe here. Anchor the thigh bones back. Good. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, release. Okay, shake the legs out. Now next one, we're going to come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So if you have a tighter hips, blocks will come in handy. So you can sit on blocks. Place the sole of the feet together and then have the outer ankles touch against each other. Outer feet touch against each other. Now, if you're sitting on the blocks, I'll suggest you to place the hands on the floor behind your hips, then lift the chest up instead. Because normally if you sit on the floor and you try to fall forward or you try to fall forward on the blocks, you're just hinging from the spine, you're not hinging from the hips. So sit upright instead. So for some of you, if you can go all the way down, go ahead and fold all the way down. Now again, you want to fold from the hip crease activate the adductor muscle. So you work on the inner legs. So squeeze the inner legs, activate them, then lengthen from the spine. Keep the chin really, really long. The idea is not to bring the head down. The idea is to create space in your hips and your spine. So lengthen, lengthen. So Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, is a very good pose for our nervous system as well. Again, so it cools down your nervous system. For females, it helps to regulate your menstrual pain. So in a way, this pose is very good for our reproductive system. Soften down. If the chin can come down to the floor, go ahead and bring the chin down. If the chest can come down to touch the feet, go ahead and do so. But activate the inner legs. Nicely done. Slowly inhale, come back up. Bring the hands to catch the outer knees and bring the knees together. Hug the knees in toward your chest. And then we're going to turn to the long side of the mat. So I'll face you now. Open the legs out to the side. Going to come into Parivritta Janushasana. So to lengthen our sides torso, bend the left leg. So you still want like a Janushasana legs, but this time the legs are wider. Okay, flex the right foot. You can use a strap. Strap it around the arch of the right foot. Use the right hand to hold on to the strap. Now, some of you can use your right hand to catch your right ankle. Do so. Bend the right elbow. Bring the right elbow inside the right knee on the floor. Okay, so that you can anchor down. Now turn your chest to the side, to the sky. Bring the left arm up to the sky. Bend at the elbow. Place the left palm behind the skull. Now pull the left elbow back and up. Open the armpit. Open the sides of your torso. If you can, reach your left arm out. If you can, catch the outer right foot. If you are catching the outer right foot, walk the right hand out to the front. Then walk the right hand to the front of the right leg. Catch the inner right foot. Turn your chest up to the sky. Lean back a little bit, but anchor the left hip down to the floor. Enjoy the side stretch on the left side of your body, the left torso, and breathe. Activate the inner right leg as well. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, change sides, bend the right leg, extend the left leg out to the side. Okay, same thing, use a strap or left hand, catch the left ankle, bring the left elbow inside the left thigh or left knee, bring the right arm up. Bend the right elbow first. Posture. Pull the right elbow up to the sky. Open up the armpits toward the sky. Open the sides of your torso or anchor the right hip down to the floor. Use your right hand to catch out the left foot. If you can, walk the left hand out to the side and then toward the left foot direction. Walk, walk, walk. Catch the left foot from the inside. Pull the left foot toward your face direction. Anchor the right hip down. Flex the right foot. Now, like I said, thigh bones, sort of like vacuum them into the sockets, hip sockets. Your hip sockets is the home for your femur bones, your thigh bones. So always bring them home. Breathe. Good. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. Stretch your right leg out. So to come into Upavishta Konasana. So it has a similar effect as Baddha Konasana, yeah? Flex the feet, stretch from the inseam of the leg. Really activate the inner thighs. Inhale, reach arms up to the sky. Exhale, extend the arms forward, reach forward. So same thing if you sat on the block or blocks for your butterfly pose, you do the same for this pose. And then sit upright, hinge forward. Otherwise, some of you, if you can, just go straight right into it by folding forward. So if you're sitting on the blocks, make sure that you are hinging from the pubic bones, which are your front hips, so that you have some space in your lower back to extend up. If you're doing this, there is no space. It's all jammed out. Okay. Now breathe. If your chest can come down to the floor, bring them down. Bring it down. Flex the feet, pointing the toes up to the sky. And then slowly come back up. Bend the knees. Use your hands to pull the inner knees in toward each other. And then turn toward the front of the mat. So to come into Savasana for our log pose. I'll bend the right leg. So use your left hand to catch the heel and the right hand to catch your foot. Flex the front foot and then swing the right leg back and forth to open the hip. And then wedge the left arm around the arch of the right foot. Bring the right arm around the right thigh. And then interlace the fingers in front of the shin and then cradle the leg. Now notice how the right inner foot is not activated by pressing it toward the elbow. And then slowly bend the bottom leg to 90 degrees, the shin aligned with the front of the mat. Then slowly cradle the top foot down toward the bottom knee. So you want the right knee to be on top of the left ankle. Then flex both feet, lift the chest up, bring your hands back so you can sit upright like so. Or if you have more room, walk the hands forward, extend the spine, push your hips back. So flex both feet, activate so that you protect the knees. You want the shins to stack on top of another. So the right foot is on top of the left knee. And the right knee is on top of the ankle, on top of the left ankle. Feel the outer hips working. So Savasana helps to release our piriformis muscle, our outer hips, our glutes. And then slowly come back up and then change sides. Stretch your legs out, bob the knees, bend the left leg, keep the right leg straight. Right hand catch your heel. Right hand catch your heel, left hand catch your foot. Push the left thigh back and forth. And then slowly cradle it. Bring the right elbow around the arch of the foot. Bring the left arm around the thigh. Interlace the fingers in front of the shins. Lift the chest, lift the chin up. Then cradle again. Cradle again. Good. Then bend the bottom leg. Slowly cradle down. The left foot on top of the bottom knee. Left knee on top of the bottom ankle. Sit upright or go forward. Sending the hips back, lift the chest, lift the chin, lengthen the spine. So again, check the inner left foot is pressing toward the right side more, okay? So you activate the shins. Some our calf muscles, we seldom activate them. Just activate them when you do your stretches. Okay, slowly come back up and then shake the legs up. Bob the knees up and down. Now I'm going to come into Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So if you are very, very tight on the hips, on the glutes, especially if you do a lot of running and cycling, then you can do half. All right, if you can do full, you're going to bring the right knee on top of the left knee. Sorry, I'm going to do mirror side. Right knee on top of the left. Okay, so some of you, what you can do is that you can enter the pose by bringing the left leg back behind the right. Separate the shins, come to all fours first, separate the shins, and then walk the hands back. Sit on the floor or on the block. If you are not able to get into this pose at all, sit on a block, then straighten the left leg, only bend the top leg. bring the knees on top of another. Okay, for the arms, you're going to bring the right arm down, left arm up. Lift the chin up, lift the chest up, and then exhale, fold forward from there. Inhale, come back up, and then exhale, change legs. So left leg on top now. So left arm down, right arm up, and then fold forward. So if you're doing half, don't worry about folding forward, just use your hands to catch your front foot. Okay, lengthen spine forward. Soften the belly. Let your body to sink down. Alright, slowly inhale, come back up, shake the legs out. We're going to go for a simple twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Alright, now bend the right leg, bring the right foot outside the left knee. Bend the left leg, swing it over outside the right hip. Okay, raise the left arm up, wrap it around the right shin. Turn your chest to the back. Right hand on the fingertips to help you to give the lift you need, the height you need for your spine. Twist. Now, if you want, you can go further by hooking the arm, the left arm outside the right thigh. Turn your chest. So when you do twisting, it's very important. You're doing a twist, you're not turning. You're not doing a turn. That means when you do a twist, you need to anchor the sitting bones down. So that's the center point. And maintain that stability. You twist the spine. So turn, rinse out the spine. Turn and twist. Bring the right shoulder blade down toward the middle of the spine. Bring the left ribs away from the spine. Twist more. Slowly release, change sides. Right arm up, hook it around, turn toward the right. So same thing, anchor the sitting bones down, or hook the arm outside the left thigh, turn, twist toward the back of the room or the mat. Anchor the sitting bones down to the floor, lift, arch your lower back a little bit, twist from the middle back. Bring the left shoulder blade down toward the spine and the right ribs away from the spine. Okay, slowly come back. Shake the legs up. So we work on the inner thighs, outer hips. Now we're going to work on the quads. So we're going to come into Virasana, hero pose. Come to the top of the mat. I'll kneel down. So use your hands to pull the calf muscles out. And then you're going to sit in between the heels on the floor. You can put blocks under your hips. So if you have tighter ankles, when you attempt this pose, you can place a rolled towel under the ankles. If you have very, very sensitive knees, pad a towel under the knees and pad a rolled towel behind the knees so that you have a cushion, so that you don't create too much tension for the knees. Okay, if you're sitting on a block, you sit upright. If you can, come down to the floor. You can try to bring your hands to the heels first, and then bring the elbows down to the floor one by one. Slide the elbows out to the side, and then lie down on your back. Once you lie down, now don't try to uncurve your lower back. Your lower back will always have a curve because that's the shape of your curve. Yeah? So what you do is that you try to neutralize it. So bring the curve back to its natural shape. So lift the hips up, lengthen the tailbone down to the floor, then soften the ribs down. That's good enough. And then bring the arms up. Stay here and breathe. So hero pose, if you're sitting upright, you stay sitting upright. It's fine. Now feel the stretch on the quads. This pose is very good for digestive system. And if you sit down all the time, you start to move when you work on your quads. It's good to work on your quads, okay? So you tend to sit down a lot, then you don't get to work on your quads more. Now, if you are lying down, you can straighten your legs just like that. You straighten your legs. If not, okay, you release, just come back up, release the legs, then everybody lie down on your back. So I'm going to do a few Setu Bandhasana for the lower back. Now separate the feet about hip width distance apart. Bend the elbows. So bring your arms into robot arms. Robot, okay? Bring your elbows down. The palms facing each other. Firm the feet down to the floor. Now inhale. Lift the hips up to the sky. Lift the hips up. Now anchor the inner feet down to the floor. Walk the elbows in toward each other. Now don't bring your chin in toward your chest. No, not good. Now instead, lift the chest up. Bring your chest toward your chin. That's good enough. Work on the thighs. Work on activate your glutes. And then exhale, lower the hips down to the floor. Okay, 2 more like that. I hope you feel your thighs, because I feel a lot. Inhale up. Lift the hips up. That's how you should feel. Front hips open up toward the sky. Bring your chest toward your chin. Don't bring your chin in. Anchor the elbows down. Anchor the inner feet down. Exhale, lower the hips down to the floor. Okay, 1 more like that. Inhale up. Lift up. Push your elbows down. Push your inner feet down. Exhale, down. Nicely done. Okay, go for a simple twist. Bring the right leg over the left leg. You can do eagle legs. Lift the hips up. Shift the hips to the right. Drop the knees to the left. Turn your belly over toward the right side. Arch your back. Bring the left ribs away from the floor. Right ribs up toward the ground. Back to center. Change sides. Left leg over. Shift the hips to the left. Drop the knees to the right. Turn your head to the left side and breathe. Arch your lower back. Lift the right ribs up. Right side of your ribs up, away from the ground. Left ribs down to the floor. Come back to center. Release the legs. And then stretch your legs out. Come into Savasana. Lie down on your back. Just rest completely. Take your time to really sink in and rest. Soften everything down. Savasana is one of the most important things to do. It gives you time to unwind, to reset your body. So appreciate the time you have to do Savasana. Rest completely. Gently move your toes, wiggle your fingers, move your head side to side. Stretch your arms up above your head, stretch your legs out away from the hips, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale, extend, extend, extend. Sigh it out. Bend your knees. Roll to your dominant side. Gently open your eyes so that your eyesight get used to the light around you. Then push yourself up to a seated position. Fold your palms together in front of your heart center. Press your palms firmly against each other. Sit up tall. Put a smile on your face. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bow your head down to your heart. Take this opportunity to thank yourself for practice. Thank yourself for tuning in. And thank you all for joining me. Namaste. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Hope to see you guys soon. I'll try to respond to messages later on. Yeah, drop me a message if you have any. Goodbye. Thanks for joining again.